Chicago Bulls going bull is the only thing that I can say, man. Unfortunately, this team just continues to find ways to suck ass. Like, this is bad. I mean, competitive tied the first quarter, right? Both teams scored 21 points in the first quarter of the game. But then you got to look at the second quarter. Got outscored, only 12 points scored by the Chicago Bulls in that second quarter, man. Zach LaVine's 2 for 8. Kobe White's 1 for 5. Nikola Vucevic is 3 for 7. Torrey Craig's 1 for 3. Patrick Williams 1 for 5. That's crazy. Zach LaVine and Patrick Williams are your two highest scorers right now. We got to see Julian Phillips early in the game as well. 4 minutes played for Julian Phillips, but outside of that, like, it's been a lot of nothing. The Bulls are shooting 26% from the field right now and 14% from three-point range. Now, the hope is that the Bulls can shoot the ball much better in the second half of the game, right? Because if they could just start shooting better, they can immediately get back in this game because that's how bad the shooting is right now for the Chicago Bulls. And it's definitely the reason why they're out of this game. So if those things start going better for the Bulls, maybe they can get back in it. But this is ugly. This is a very ugly game for the Chicago Bulls. When you look at it, Orlando Magic killing them in points off turnovers with 12-2, right? That's a big thing. Right now, the Bulls are winning the rebounding battle, but second chance points, the Bulls only have 4. The Orlando Magic have 10. So right there, getting killed as well. Bench points. The Orlando Magic have 22 points off the bench, whereas the Chicago Bulls have 8. So it's a real tough go for the Chicago Bulls right now. Both teams have only made 2 3-pointers. So it's an ugly game. But this is disappointing. This is hugely disappointing to see the execution that this team came in at, and it's flat. And this may be why when you hear like that the front office is really evaluating trades, this is probably a big reason why. Because this team looks like absolute dog shit against the Orlando Magic that are only 5-5 on the season. This is ugly. This is real ugly. Let's see what we got in comments. Benji says the half was worthy of a brown paper bag on your head. Yeah, it was definitely ugly. Definitely ugly. All these rumors clearly having an effect, if you ask me, because they playing like straight ass cheeks Haize with all these turnovers. I don't know if it's the rumors or not, because listen, this ain't much different than how we've seen the team play before. I wish I could say, hey, this team is just playing. They look better than this. They're clearly just affected by the trade rumors. But listen, this team has been played and looking like dog shit before the trade rumors. But this is atrocious. Now this is pretty bad. This is pretty bad. But it's just, I don't understand how the Chicago Bulls team is given this type of performance. This is crazy. Tay Holland says, we're a joke in the NBA. Absolutely. With performances like this, for sure. For someone who held a grudge and complained a year ago about being benched by Billy, I don't want to hear him benching this game if he's benched. Pathetic showing from Zach and Vooch. The team overall, it's not just Zach and Vooch, but you do look at them because they're the two you want to play better, right? But this is ball cheeks. This is absolute ball cheeks. I'm not even mad anymore. I just got done with all of it. I'm just watching for what's next. Hey, I can't blame you on that one, bro. Jack Holland as well says ball cheeks, my guy. Straight up ball cheeks. Yeah, it's bad. It's bad. 27% from the field. Are you kidding? Embarrassing, brother. Embarrassing. Like that you can't even go kiss your mama on that one. Like that's crazy. That's crazy. Stadium is starting to boo. Hey, did you see that the Bulls attendance is down? Right? And this is why I said things like CF football candy, like, oh, when attendance goes down, they're going to clearly do something. Hey, attendance, Bulls fans generally don't give a shit, bro. And the ownership generally don't give a shit about attendance until it's sustained over years. Candace says, feels like a fire sale is coming soon. I don't think so. I really don't think it's going to go the way that some people are thinking with that. Shay says, I'm sorry, but Zach LaVine's doing way too much. Well, I mean, I'd much rather see Zach LaVine try to do too much in a game like this than just be passive about it. But it's shit. It's ball cheeks. That's what it is right now. Antoine says, I hate this team. Listen, Antoine, I'm not too far off from you, bro. This game is dog shit, man. And seeing the team perform in this manner is just like, why don't y'all care? Right? Why don't you care about your fan base? Why don't you care about having some home court pride? Why does that type of stuff not matter to this team? Like, we're the Chicago goddamn Bulls, fam. And this is what it's come to? That's crazy. That's crazy. Does the first half even qualify as basketball? Yeah, bad basketball. Terrible basketball is what it qualifies as. Get Zach off my team. He's sleepwalking through this game. Well, it seemed like he was trying to come out with some energy at first, and then it's just like, I actually at first was like, hey, Zach may actually try to do something here, but no. How abysmal. 1 point literally from half the quarter. Disgusted. Man, 12 points in a quarter in the modern day NBA is crazy. That's crazy. We're talking about where we see regularly see teams put up 60, 65 points in a half. You're talking about you scored 12 points in a quarter? That's wild. That's crazy. Alex Larez follows it up. 12 points in the quarter is crazy. It's unfortunate. Like, that's crazy. They bringing my mood down. Just no heart as a collective. This team, it doesn't have it. It does not have it, man. Nice in the building says, man, we doo-doo. I don't know, man. Doo-doo may have been able to play better defense because nobody wanted to touch it. Can't even say that with this team, bro. That's crazy. Worst offense in the NBA. Surprisingly, no, we're not the worst offense in the NBA. There's a lot worse offenses in it. Well, let me not say a lot. That's exaggeration. But there are teams with worse offense in the NBA than the Chicago Bulls this year. But I tell you what, the Bulls, that's why I say this, whatever happens with Zach or happens with DeMar, whatever trades happen, the Bulls have to get it right because we can't go through more of this. Like, this is painstaking. Like, this is bad. This is real bad to play this type of way. It just is bad. We got Dan in the building with the super chat. Says, fire Billy. Listen, I think Billy needs to go take his ass on too. Quentin from Let's Talk Bulls says, Patrick looks like he's on the floor this game at least. Yeah. I mean, yeah, he is playing. He's definitely playing with more energy. He's Patrick Williams. He needs to hit the shots more. And that's something that we've said from Patrick Williams a lot lately, right? Is that he's playing more aggressive, but aggression only gets you so far. You still need to be able to hit shots. Now, I will say this, 6 rebounds from Patrick Williams in a half. I don't know if we've ever seen that before. 6 rebounds, 2 assists, 1 block, 7 points. The stat line I'll take, but the 1 for 5 from field goal range, just imagine, had Patrick Williams made 2 more shots, we're talking about a 10-6 night or 11-6 night from Patrick Williams, right? So that's kind of something that you want to see him be able to get to. The fact that we haven't yet is a little bit concerning, but maybe he's going to be able to get to it. Maybe we'll be able to say that he'll come out in the second half and the team is shot bad overall. Maybe he can get some of that shit going because we need to hit some shots. I'm not mad at the way P. Will's playing, but looks like Zach is still relying on calls. We ain't getting no damn value from the potential trade. No, like I said before, this ain't going to people know what they're getting in Zach LaVine, and if they're going to trade for him, they're going to trade for him knowing what he can be, and that's what they're trading for. So I don't think it's going to hurt his value kind of in the way that you're saying, but if he plays this over a 10-game stretch, something like that, then maybe you do get that, right? This is not a matter of bad basketball team. This is a matter of everything boiling over. Yes, they look bad at times, but nowhere near this bad. Something is definitely going to happen in the locker room. I wouldn't say that, man. I just think that usually for the time that we've seen the Chicago Bulls not be able to really score and their offense gets down, their defense has been able to keep the other opposing team's offense from really getting going too. I don't think this is a result of anything boiling over. This is just that a team that were able to continually score on the Bulls even when shit was going on. We haven't really seen that, right? Usually when the Bulls can't score, they relatively keep the team low in scoring too that they're facing. In this game, the Orlando Magic just kept the pressure on. L in the building. I've been waiting to see L since the trade thing. Says morale is pretty much shot. Trades need to happen. Let us hope Acme get it right for the future of this team. Are there any great prospects in college overseas? Time to scout. Listen, they should have been scouting even before this, right? You want your team to be scouting and not wait to something like this. But like I said before, this is just dog shit. This is ball cheeks. We're living in the ball cheeks area, y'all. Like that's this next segment of the Chicago Bulls franchise. Ball cheeks. Be prepared for a lot of ball cheeks, y'all. That's crazy. Dan with another super chat. Thank you for supporting the channel. My brother says, hypothetically, if the Los Angeles Clippers go on a double-digit losing streak, should the Bulls try retooling by acquiring Russell, Vica, Mason? No. No. Come on now. No. You want to try to retool from pieces from a team that could go on a double-digit losing streak? What does that do? No, I'm good on playing the odds on that one, brother. Good on that one. Winnie City Lifestyle Business says, I almost got into a fight by the bathroom and Magic fan telling me to flush my jersey because we shits. Bulls fans are literally leaving the game. I'm about to go for real. For I punch someone down, man. Listen, like we said, tell Jamal to stop going. Just tell him to stop. Stop. Jamal has to stop going to Bulls games. He has to stop. You and Pat about to put on a generational stream. Oh my God. Yes, the stream is going to be wild. Wild right now. That's what it's going to be. We need Mark Jackson for it. Listen. No, Mark Jackson is no different than Billy Donovan. I'm sorry. It's no different than Billy Donovan. And the Bulls won't hire. There's no way that AK hires a coach with any type of character concerns. He doesn't even bring in players with character concerns. Mark Jackson ain't, hell, he can't even get into the Madison Square Garden. Nah, he ain't going to be the coach of the team. It's not going to happen. The fact that the Bulls have made grown men, myself, cry more than the Kardashians is telling. Whoa. Why are you crying over the Bulls, bro? Like, that's crazy. That's wild. BKR Sports says, I'm in pain. Listen, it's about to be a long season, my friend. Long season. Jamal must be going through it at the game. I don't know if I could endure that poverty in person like that. Listen, I've been lucky that when I've gone to Bulls games, they've won. I've just been lucky and blessed in that sense. This might as well be the post game show. That's funny. I mean, I can see where you're coming from with that one. My whole channel is about to be rant videos. Hey, listen, do what you got to do, bro. If Zach and DeMar end up moving to other teams, how do you feel about the Bulls would do with Vooch becoming the primary scorer? I mean, I don't know if he'll become the primary scorer. I think that at that point, you may see Kobe White get a lot of shots. You may even see Patrick Williams get a lot of shots, kind of force that development to see what they have in them. But I mean, listen, at the end of the day, at that point, if that's what happens, if Zach and DeMar go, you got to also look at they're probably going to be bringing in some pieces that also would go high on that scoring list. But I don't know if winning's the optimal the focus at that point. So I think the whole direction of the team changes. This team will not win back-to-back games this season from here on out. I won't say that, especially when they got some back-to-backs against some terrible teams. Jay Stymie says, just caught the stream because I had to shut off the game after the first quarter. This is a joke. All I can say is power to you, Haize. I know you're loyal as they come, but going to be a long season. I mean, listen, I'm not even necessarily worried about how long this season's going to be because it's definitely going to be long. But if this team goes rebuild like some Bulls fans are hoping, man, it's going to be a long few years. I don't know what I'm going to do for post-game shows for a team that may win 17 to 20 games. $5 pain. The world shall know pain. Us Bulls fans in pain. Listen, I don't know if anybody knows pain like we do right now. But all right, y'all, games getting ready to come back on, man. I appreciate you guys for tuning in to the halftime show. I'll be back post game. Make sure you guys stay tuned in for that. We got BKR Sport right here. It says, Haize, when you hit 20K, can we postpone our trip to Chicago for when we don't have a bunch of 16-year-olds on the team? And Nicola Cole Anthony got a rebound over me, Vucevic. That's crazy. But hey, we'll see. But all right, I'll be back post game show, guys. Love you guys. Go Bulls, see red, all that good stuff.